morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told, I had a voice radio, and it's 7 AM, and I'm in a hotel room, and my voice is a little bit croaky, and I don't have a pop filter. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? There's news. I want to bring you the news. I want to make a video about the news, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So first up, we are getting the Necrozma Prism Tins. They're going to be coming on March the 23rd, which is already shaping up to be a pretty busy day, as it turns out, in the Pokemon calendar. And they are the usual tins that we get every couple of months or so. Well, a couple times a year. You get a promo GX card, and you get 4 packs, and then you get a PTCGO code card. Now, this is exciting because the promo cards in this particular set are amazing. We've got Dawn Wings Necrozma that I've talked about in a couple of videos. Recently, I talked about whether it could be the new Keldeo. Now, that was slightly different to my earlier video where I just looked at it as a whole. I know it's got a weakness to Zoroark, and I know that's a bad thing, but I also know how great Keldeo was in the past. I know how great it is to be able to just use a Bridget to search it out on the very first turn of the game, jump into the active, so that you don't put whatever is active at the moment into harm's way. I am a huge fan of this card, but obviously the weakness hurts. As for Dustmane Necrozma, 220 for free energy and discard 3 of them. Sounds quite good. Then you remember the new Magnezone allows you to attach as many metal per turn as you like. Then you remember that the Mount Coronet Stadium allows you to put 2 metal energy from your discard into your hand. And then all of a sudden, actually, things are really starting to look up. Personally, I believe that Dawn Wings Necrozma with Magnezone is going to be a huge deck moving forward, and to be honest, this could actually work out quite nicely, because if Dustmane Necrozma is that good, then that will see Zoroark seeing a decrease in play, which will mean that Dawn Wings Necrozma can then come back and actually be a much more widely played Pokemon. Yay! We should also mention the other Duskmane / Dawn Wings Necrozma news. While we're here, there is going to be a box coming potentially in Europe only, and you're going to be getting either Duskmane or Dawn Wings Necrozma, hence the whole point of getting this set. It is, well, let's face it, it's here to celebrate these new forms of Necrozma. And then you get a Jumbo Dawn Wings or Dustmane Necrozma GX, so the regular is not the GX, but the Jumbo is. Then you get 3 packs as well. It is likely to be these promo versions of the Duskmane and Dawn Wings Necrozma, which, to put it fairly bluntly, are alright. They're not amazing, they're not stunning, they're not brilliant, but I think they will see a little bit of play here or there. The Dawn Wings Necrozma is a very nice opening Pokemon. 1 Psychic Energy, 20 damage, plus 20 more for each damage counter on this Pokemon if you have 6 prize cards remaining. Now, I said opening Pokemon, there is always a possibility that a Xurkitree gives you a 7th prize, you take 1, and then you're off. But generally speaking, this is I'm going to be doing a lot of damage, but just until I take a prize, then my damage output goes right down. Duskmane Necrozma, 200 damage for free energy if your opponent has 1 prize card remaining. Again, that could see a little bit of play here or there. Now, we have had confirmation of what these secret rares are going to be in the Sun and Moon 5 Plus set in Japan, so you can expect these to be secret rares coming in our Sun and Moon 6 set, which will be Forbidden Light, which is coming out on the first Friday of May the 4th, if I remember correctly. And they are going to be Energy Recycler. It's a good card, it lets you get energy back, it sees a bit of play here and there, especially in Vikavolt decks that I am a huge fan of. B-String, whereby if your opponent's got 3 or 4 prizes remaining, you get to attach 2 basic energy from your deck to one of your Ultra Beasts. It is a great card, it is going to make Buzzwole busted, and when the rotation turns around and hits, and Buzzwole would usually be going, oh no, I've lost Max Elixir and Strong Energy, guess I'm not viable anymore, you will instead be going, oh no wait, I've got B-String. B-String really will fill that void. It's going to make Buzzwole probably better than it is at the moment, especially when we've got that tiny window where we've got both B-String and we've got Strong Energy still in the format. Or I suppose in Expanded. And then you've got Metal Frying Pan. I don't know how much play Metal Frying Pan's going to see, but it's kind of funky. It's a tool card, and when you attach it to a metal Pokemon, your weakness goes away and damage done is reduced by 30. Thing is, the new Solgaleo also takes away your weakness and is an amazing attacker, so the likelihood is that people are just going to play the new Solgaleo instead, and you don't really need to play both of these. That's not to say this isn't a good card, because it absolutely is, but it is to say that actually it's probably not going to be the amazing card it might have been. And then of course you could just play Weakness Policy, but then again, if you just play Weakness Policy, you're not reducing damage done by 30. Now there is a new Toys R Us promotion going around, and whenever there's a new Toys R Us promotion, it's one of those things I feel I should talk about it, and you know what? I totally can. It's Piplup. I love Piplup. One of my very favourite of the first partner Pokemon that we've ever had. It is happening on Saturday, February the 3rd, which is annoyingly the weekend after I'm in the US. So cheers for that, Toys R Us. And you go along and you get a foil Piplup, which is really quite cool. And it's a reprint of the one from Ultra Prism, just with the foil on it. And then you can also go ahead and, you know, get yourself a little poster as well, I believe. So it's pretty cool. It's fun. I really do like these promotions. It's just a little bit sad that we don't tend to have them in the UK. So I suppose usual rules apply. If there is anybody out there that finds themselves with an extra Piplup, thinking, I don't know what to do with this extra Piplup, if only there was some dude in the UK making Pokemon videos to whom I could give this Piplup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got great news for you, because there totally is. Now, the last news story we're going to look at today is one that, to be honest, might need its own video in the future, really sitting down and looking at the ramifications of this. But for the time being, I'm going to bring it here, because I don't think I've actually mentioned it on the channel yet, and it definitely does deserve mentioning on the channel. That is that the Solgaleo and Lunala 2 GX boxes have been delayed. Now, they're not officially called Solgaleo and Lunala 2, but that's what I'm calling them for ease. Now, I was tweeted this a little while ago. If I can find the tweet, I will pop it in the description below. My apologies, it was a little while back now. Pokebeach.com have now got images of these, which are kind of cool. But to be honest, the big news is that they've been delayed. Now, for the Lunala 2 GX, I mean, it's fine. It's not exactly the end of the world. That doesn't mean we're happy about it being delayed, but it does mean that we're not particularly sad about it being delayed. It is not a game-breaking, format-altering card. It is a Stage 2 because it's just a normal GX, and Psychic, Colourless 250. Even then, against something like a Solgaleo that has a Psychic resistance, you won't actually be doing enough damage to KO. 250 would be doing 230 with resistance, and Solgaleo has 250, which is slightly upsetting. But what is actually genuinely upsetting is that the new Solgaleo is being delayed. It is the most broken card that has been revealed since Zoroark. I feel very strongly about that. Double Colourless Energy GX attack, it's Primarina, you heal all your Pokemon. That's fine. But what is fine, what is awesome, what is way beyond fine, double Colourless Energy, 120 damage, attach 2 basic energy from your discard to one of your bench Pokemon, 2-hit KOing most things, anything of a choice band, and you're accelerating energy quite fast while you go. And then of course you've got the ability that removes weakness from all of your Pokemon, not just Solgaleo. It really is over the top good. It is going to basically make Gardevoir not viable anymore. Duskmane Necrozma isn't really going to do that because it one-hits Gardevoir with just 10 extra damage from the usual 220. So a Choice Band or whatever, or a Dalmise would get a one-hit KO anyway. That's not going to be what destroys Gardevoir. This is what's going to destroy Gardevoir. It's going to shake up the meta. It's going to change what's good. And like I've said, I may need to do a video about this because it's not coming out till October. That means that the Worlds format will not have Solgaleo in, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely huge. But as always, I want to hear from you guys about all of these stories, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. Do check out my video game channel, Wossy Plays, and if you want to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/PTCGRadio. Apologies for the slightly lower audio quality than usual, like I've said, sitting in a hotel room, 7 AM, no pop filter. Next video, we will be back to the normal setup. So thanks for staying with me, and of course, the most important thing as always, look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.